Yo. Yo, what's going on? Back again. I ran a little longer. Just more organized. I'm working on it, guys. Fuck up. What's the deal? Happy Friday, happy Fortune, happy Freedom Friday. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful day to have a beautiful day. We're live, we're here, we're free, we're happy, we're motherfucking fortunate, right? Fortunate in all of the ways. Health is wealth. Wealth is also wealth, right? You're on the love, checking in, with love. Yo, I feel so fucking good, so powerful. I feel so strong. I feel so aligned. Yesterday was magnificent. Made some magic happen yesterday. On so many levels, man. Some power moves. Had to let some stuff go with some anxiety or some fear, right? And then come back and build again. So yeah, man. On this Friday, I'm feeling incredible. The weather conditions outside are bad. Air quality is terrible. Wildfires in Canada, right, causing bad air quality across the whole North America, right? Not just North America, the north part of the United States, right? Because people like in Chicago and Detroit, the weather conditions are bad, right? The air quality is bad, hair is bad, so bad. If you know me, you know that. You know, I got a pretty good immune system, pretty strong, pretty solid. You know, I'm human, so every so often I'll have a sneeze or a cough. My throat may be bothering me. My throat may be bothering me, right? Something in my throat. I may have a headache. Comes and goes. And whenever it comes, it doesn't last long, right? It doesn't happen too often. But yesterday I was in the park, Queensbridge, which is right on the water, right? I was on the waterfront, and it was so bad. I started feeling a lump in my throat. I'm like, we gotta leave this park. Like, I'm swallowing people water. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Air quality is bad. Let's fucking leave this park, right? Outside alone, right? But in the park where it should be good, right? Trees and shit like that. But yeah, it was tough. So sending love, sending healing vibes to those out there who have compromised immune systems, who don't have such a strong immune system, who may be a little more impacted by this shit, right? Respiratory issues, and things like that, man. Sending love, sending good energy, all right? May you endure, may you strengthen through this process, all right? May you become healthier, stronger, so that you can fight off all of the things that can possibly have a negative impact on your health. But yo, man, I'm excited, I'm tired, right? Not sleepy tired, but like my body, I feel good. We're still in the thick of a couple of things, right? But things are looking up. And yeah, I was telling Mona, it's more confirmation, right? Literally a few days ago, before anything actually changed, before I got some new opportunities, before just Monday, Tuesday, right? It was things were still exactly the same as they were the last 2-3 weeks, right? 4 weeks, 5 weeks, for the most part. And I just started to feel better. I just woke up earlier, and I was like, all right, let's get up. I didn't want to lay in the bed, and I didn't want to go back to sleep until 8 o'clock or until 8:30 when I got to get up and start getting the notes. Like, all right, let's get up, let's get back to it. 4 days now in a row of getting up at 6:30, where the previous couple of months I was getting up at 8, 7:45, 8:30. All right, literally like pushing myself to the last minute when I got to get up and get these show notes done. Last 4 days I was able to get up, and then I've been working out like mad inconsistent with the time. I'll go sometimes shortly after the show. Most times I'm not working out until 12, 1, sometimes 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which is like, you know, that's not what I want to be doing. I want to work out early in the morning before I do the show. For 4 days in a row, I've got my workout in before the show, and I feel extremely accomplished. I feel extremely powerful. I'm grateful for the endurance. I'm grateful for the strength and the wisdom to know what to do to get myself back on track, to know what to do to push myself to the next level, right? Or to align myself so that I can level up. all right, and all of the essential ways to me, which is health first, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, all right, and then is, socially, right, with my relationship, with my woman, with my family, my friends, right, just want to get better every day, and we're doing that, right, a lot of work to do still, um, but we're on the path, and as I like to say, as many like to say, as long as you're on the path, as long as you're walking the path and you don't stop and you don't retreat, eventually you will reach your destination. So yeah, man. Said Food Stand Kofa. Peace and love, my brother. Top of the morning. Happy Friday. Listen, guys, we're gonna get the show started. Once again, I'm your boy, your host, Sean Sugar Marston. You're tuned into SR Daily, episode 673. Episode 673, closing out week 135. 135 weeks live on the air, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. SR Daily, with personality meets enlightenment. We are winding down. We are winding down. We are winding the fuck down. Episode 673. Spoke to one place yesterday about potential for 700th episode. Today I'll go speak to the community center in my neighborhood. I'm sending email as well, and because that is ideally where I would like to do, is in my community center once again. It's close to the train. It's close to all the buses, the bridge. You can get there in so many different ways. And it's my neighborhood, and I want to fucking party in my hood. All right, and whoever stays after the show, right, we'll have some food, have some fruit, have some shit. Then I want to walk through my neighborhood, take a couple people to my neighborhood, right, through my neighborhood, at least to my block where I grew up, where all of the things happen, all of the youthful, beautiful things, and all of the adult, painful, challenging things happen, right? But yo, man, listen, let's get the show started. We're gonna start with our first segment of the day. Today's first segment is a word of the day, and today's word I chose because it is a true depiction of yesterday. So today's word of the day is perfection. Perfection, perfection, perfection. Once again, it is Friday, July 17th, episode 673. Today's first segment is the word of the day. The word is perfection. Perfection is the state or quality of being flawless, complete, or supreme in excellence. It describes a condition entirely free from defects or the highest possible degree of proficiency, skill, or accuracy. The concept can be broken down into a few distinct areas: the state of being, complete flawlessness, or the highest state of being perfect; proficiency, the highest level of skill, accuracy, or mastery in a discipline. Example, executing a recipe to perfection. Philosophical meaning. Historically, thinkers like Aristotle defined perfection as wholeness, containing all requisite parts, or achieving a specific purpose, the act or process of perfecting, satisfying all requirements, lacking in no essential detail. This is important. Complete. So yesterday, to me, for me, was absolutely fucking perfect. So let's read the definition one more time. Let's go through all of that one more time, and I'm gonna talk about yesterday, and we're gonna build on this, how it was so perfect. First of all, before you even go there, stop letting people tell you that there's no such thing as perfect. There's no such thing as perfection. Their idea of perfection is not what perfection actually is, right? I remember working with some young people, right? We had the Misunderstood Youth Development Center back in 2010. And 2010 to 2014, I worked with them, Alternative to Incarceration program at Queens Criminal Courthouse. Worked with some young people who were given a second chance at freedom without going to prison for some crimes that they committed. And they had me. What a gift on Fridays, right? Fridays I would come in for 4 years, and we built, and it was incredible. And I remember giving them the task of, because they were coming, nobody's perfect. There's that, you got flaws. So I looked up, like, what is perfect? What is a flaw? One of the brothers came back and said, wait, so a flaw is this. And so, like, it's up to my perception. If I don't think this is, they say, exactly. No one else can tell you that you're not perfect. Right? That's one. Like, I mean, even before this, deeper than that, we talk spiritual and God, divine, universe, right? Like, but even on physical, no one else could tell you that you are not perfect. No one else can tell you that. Now, my man Ruck said in a song years ago, a song he did with Nas called Real Niggas, on I think it was the IMQB album, right? IMQB album. But I don't remember. I think it's IMQB, the album. Nas, Lakey, a bunch of other folks, Havoc, Prodigy. But Ruck said, my imperfections are perfection. Right? So that which you could describe or define as an imperfection is actually part of your perfection. Right? So let's read again real quick. Perfection is a state or quality of being flawless, complete. Complete is the key. Is being complete. Are you complete? Were things complete? Do you feel complete? Then it's perfect. right? What the fuck are you talking about? Or supreme in excellence. It describes a condition entirely free from defects. A defect is, again, personal perception or the highest possible degree of proficiency, skill, or accuracy. The concept can be broken down to a few distinct areas. The state of being, your being, complete flawlessness, or the highest state of being perfect. Proficiency, the highest level of skill, accuracy, or mastery in a discipline, executing a recipe to perfection. The philosophical meaning, historically, thinkers like Aristotle defined perfection as wholeness. It's wholeness. Do you feel whole? Are you whole? If you are whole, then you are complete. Or achieving a specific purpose. And then we talk about the act or process of perfecting. So you talk about what is perfecting. Perfecting is perfect, satisfying all requirements. Did I satisfy all requirements yesterday? Absolutely. Absolutely. I met with the people I was supposed to meet with. I did the court thing I was supposed to do. Let go of my attorney, got a new attorney, right? Like all of the things. It was fucking whole. It was lacking in no essential detail. Right, I met with the brother from Africa, my brother Frank Brown border. We walked through my neighborhood. I showed them the young people playing basketball. I showed them my community center. Showed them my building. He met my mom. I met up with my childhood friend who I ain't seen in about 8 years. My mom ain't seen in about 30 years. We sat at the crib and talked. It's fucking perfect. Had the fucking men's group. It's perfect, right? Some new brothers came. Perfect. The chef came from Jersey, bought the vegan food. The brothers enjoyed it, loved it. Perfect. Lacked in zero essential detail, right? It was complete. So yesterday was absolutely perfect, because it was 100% complete from top to bottom, through and through. And I'm so grateful. And so I'm going to go to our second segment of the day. Today's second segment, as always, is our need to know news of the day. And today's news, we're going to talk about last night's men's group. Last night's men's group was a huge success, right? Had the biggest group yet, with 9 men showing up to hold space for each other. All right, this is my 3rd week facilitating. The first week facilitating was when it was 110 degrees, and nobody showed up. Right, it was just me and the other 2 facilitators and the staff at the spot. Right, nobody showed up. I was outside passing out flyers. Cool, it was my first time. I didn't promote it prior. All right, all good. Last week we had 7 guys. It's the biggest group. Right, I promoted. I talked to people. Right, yesterday we had 9 guys, bigger than 7. Right, and it's so I'm humbled, because in the group chat, right, brother was like, "Yo, we had the biggest group yet." Say, wow, was it the secret sauce is the sugar, or the secret is the sugar? And I'm like, man, it's so humbling, and it's so gratifying, right? Satisfying to be an important role, to be an important part of helping something run and helping something grow, right? Being part of the growth of a thing that I believe in. I believe in what All Kings is doing. I believe in the mission. I believe in, obviously, the purpose of brotherhood, of circle, right, of men's circle, and so to be a part of its growth, to be a part of helping brothers connect deeper to themselves, deeper with each other, even then being able to show up better for their families. That shit is extremely important to me, and it's powerful. And so 9 men showed up yesterday. They showed up to hold space for each other, and to have space be held for them. That shit is powerful. It was some new men showed up, right? A couple of new brothers showed up, first time in that space. Some brothers said it was their first time ever doing something like this, period. Said, y'all married 14 years at least. I do not remember, before that I was younger, he said, but I don't remember ever taking time to sit for myself and not to be with other brothers, smoking, drinking, or planning some shit, but just to space for what I'm dealing with, space for what's going on in my world, in my heart, in my head, in my life. So that shit was extremely powerful, man, extremely powerful, right? Again, just for men to be in a space to be heard by other men, and to be in a space to hear other men, to hear how other men process things, to hear how other men perceive things, how other men deal with things, right? Because although the things may be very different, or some of them may be similar but different, or very different but have similar feelings, right? Bring up similar feelings, and to hear how other brothers are dealing with, or processing, or reframing, or reshaping, showing up, compartmentalizing, however you want to slice it. That shit is extremely powerful, right? Powerful shit. We also have my man, the chef, Vegan Kings. Listen, I've had his food, right? One of the brothers that was there yesterday, why had some of his food before? He brought it up. He didn't have his food in 3 years. Ain't seen him in 3 years, right? Since he did the vegan festival in 2023. But he mentioned the banana blossom. The motherfucker made fucking like vegan fried chicken, like how a lot of folks might use oyster mushrooms or enoki mushrooms or lion's mane mushrooms or some kind of mushrooms. He used banana blossom to make the fucking fried chicken, and that shit was fucking epic. And the brother Y remembered that, right? So he came through from Jersey, all right, to bring food, to also be part of the group. He had vegan oxtails, he had some spaghetti and some green beans, very Haitian meal. Kimona was saying that's a very Haitian meal, spicy and all that shit. The fucking said the banana blossom, not the banana blossom, the fucking oh shit, the oh shit, I can't remember the I'm saying I want to say blossom, but it's not a blossom pepper. The oh shit, I can't remember what it is, but whatever kind of pepper, the shit burst, and it was the inside was all over the fucking shit, and so the shit was spicy, right? But the food was good, man. All vegan. The a few vegans, myself, the other brother Wild vegan in the group loved it, and then the non-vegans, right? Non-vegans, even another chef who been coming to the group who's not vegan at all, but worked in restaurants, right? Like is a fucking trained chef for a long time. He said, "Yo, this shit is mad good. This shit is mad good. So good that the brother who runs the space, one of the brothers who runs the space that we were in, that we do the group in, was like, yo, you do catering? They're like, yeah, like, can we book you? He's like, absolutely. So they exchanged contact info. They talked about some shit for some events that they got going on. And that's what it's about. I told him on this morning, I love, like, almost more than anything. One of the things I love most is connecting people. It's connecting people who I think should be connected, connecting dope people with dope people. So that was fucking epic, epic, epic. I brought some home again for Kimona. She thoroughly enjoyed it, right? It was spicy, right? Her and I both were kind of similar like that, where we don't like shit too spicy. But yeah, man, that's our second segment of the day. Yesterday's men's group, Scotch Bonnet. That's the name of the pepper, Scotch Bonnet. Thank you. Come on and put it. I'm like Bell, Blossom. I don't know what the fuck. Scotch Bonnet pepper. Sefu said that's my position on perfection, the act of perfecting. Fire, absolutely. That's it. As long as you're in the process, motherfucker, you there. Right. But yeah, men's group, man. Thursdays, 6 to 8 p.m. Astoria, 31-18, 31st Street. We're there again next 2 Thursdays at least, right? I'll be facilitating the next 2 Thursdays. Then in August, probably be some other facilitators, and I'll show up as much as I can, right? Because it's still a dope group, even if I'm not facilitating, to show up there. All right. But yeah, we're gonna see what's gonna happen, right? Because I'm also focused on this bread. So we ain't gonna just be showing up just to show up, right? Not like that, right? Anyway, yeah, man, show up next 2 Thursdays if you can. Experience my meditation and all of the shit that I bring to the space, man. And the other brothers got super gold, man. My man Hayward, co-facilitator, we went into part of the discussion yesterday, and he broke down some shit. He framed some shit. And I was like, I didn't know where he was going at first. I was loving what he was saying, but then I know where he was going, and where he landed, I was like, wow, I got to send him a voice note. Like, that was perfection. Like, that shit, it blew my mind. When I heard how he dropped it, I was like, nah, this is epic. This brother is dope. And I've been in space with him. We've done some facilitation together before, and he's just getting better and better and better. And I told him, I said, every time I see you, like, you're getting bigger, bro. Like you taller. Like, when I met you, I thought you was, like, right here with me. Now you like up here. Like, it's the spirit inside of you is fucking growing, right? He's like, yeah, thank you. It's the God in me. I was like, it show what the fuck is, my brother. But let's go to our third segment of the day. As always, our tip of the day. Today's tip is to simply bet on yourself. Bet on yourself, bet on yourself, bet on yourself every day, morning, noon, and night, 3 times on Sunday. Bet on you, right? I remember a dear brother of mine, GQ from my neighborhood. GQ stands for genuine quality, right? My man, the boss. Grew up with his brother, all right, so I've known him since he was a small child. Had an album out. The fashion designer, now runs a gym. But he was rapping for a long time. He's really fucking talented, actually. Like, a lot of us thought he should have kept going and like really, really, really doubled down and put into that shit. But he had an album called Bet on Yourself, and with the album, he dropped a T-shirt, right? It was Harriet Tubman rolling fucking dice, right? or the T-shirt. I bought the T-shirt. I had the album. Absolutely fire. That phrase, that bet on yourself phrase resonated with me then deeply. It still resonates, of course, but it resonated deeply because I have legit always bet on myself. All the time, bet on myself. Sometimes some was seen it didn't work out, right? Because maybe immediately it didn't have a financial aspect to it. I didn't benefit financially, right? So in 2017, right? So my daughter's born 2016. My ex-wife and I split early 2017. My daughter's a few months. I leave my job, right? Like, mad shit going on. I leave my job, and I wrote Dear Usha, I wrote Dear Usha. Dear Usha's coming out, right, in a couple of weeks. And my man, I told the story before, my man, Michael Sledge, him and his wife, Deborah Sledge, worked in the post office long time. They got super seniority. They got super pull in the post office. Like, y'all can pull. He knew I was having a daughter. Well, I had my daughter already. He knew I had my daughter. He knew she was growing up. Knew I was going through the separation, right? And I needed some more income. I needed to get a crib. And he was like, yo, get you in the post office, right? It's great benefits, salary, da-da-da. You put, X amount of time in, retire good, da-da-da. And I thought about it. I thought about it for maybe a minute, right? And I was like, nah, I got my book coming. We're going to sell a bunch of books. And so we did sell some books coming out the gate, right? We sold some books. We made some money. Then that shit slowed down. And then obviously, not obviously, but I started to have a little bit of doubt. Was this the right decision, right? Was this the right decision? Because the money was cool, but, again, it came in quickly at first, and then it was just mass sporadic, right? And it wasn't what I would have liked it to have been, right? But I bet on myself, right? Because even though it didn't bring the financial benefit that I needed it to bring, that I would have liked it to bring, it brought me peace, right? It brought me peace, internal peace, not working at the post office, not slaving, doing some shit I didn't want to be doing, right? So bet on myself. And long term, the impact of that is good, right? It's fucking good. So I've always bet on myself, man. I've let opportunities go that weren't in line with what I ultimately wanted to be doing, right? Even if, some other opportunities that were present, like offered a lot of money or prestige, right? Have this title, work with this group of people, and it's like, it's not a lot. It's not aligned with who I am and what I want to be doing. And so I bet on myself, man. And sometimes, again, in the immediate, it seems like a loss to some people, not to me. To some people, because it's not the money, is maybe taking a step or two back, right? But again, this is gold that is really priceless. You can't put a price tag on it, man. Betting on yourself, because, right? So now, again, it could be difficult, but for me, betting on myself is easy because I know that the divine is with me and within me. And so for me, betting on myself is really betting on the direction that God, the Most High, is leading me. That's what I'm betting on. I'm betting on the direction of God. I'm betting that this signal, this download that I got from divine source energy that's telling me to go this way, I'm betting on that. That's what I'm betting on, right? That's what's inside of me. And so I want you guys to bet on yourself, man. I encourage you. That's my tip, to bet on yourself, bet on the God within you, bet on your intuition, bet on what you know to be true and exact. And work that shit. And don't worry about, I said it a few days ago, weeks ago, don't worry about the short-term setbacks. Don't worry about the short-term discomforts, the short-term failures or losses. It's only short-term that's setting you up. Every failure, every setback is grounds for a setup. It's setting you up for a breakthrough. Every breakdown is grounds for a breakthrough. So just don't give up. Told the young fella this morning, I was like, yo, just don't give up. When you're down and you give up, then you give up as a loser and you were down, and that's just how the story ends. But if you were down and you keep pushing a little bit, eventually you're going to get back up and you're going to fucking win. And the victory is going to be so much sweeter, because the harder the motherfucking challenge, the sweeter the motherfucking victory, right? So yeah, man, like we can do a whole fucking talk on that shit right there. So we're going to go to our fourth segment of the day before we get out of here, man. Today's fourth segment, as always, is our build of the day. Today's build, we're going to talk more about yesterday and how yesterday was so fucking perfect. So again, day started, meditation, prayer alongside my love, right? Which is always a beautiful thing, man, to have just that space to be together, but to be silent and to be in our own spaces together, right? Like we right here in bed together, but like I'm in my space, I'm in my silence, my solitude, you're in your solitude, right? Shit is, can't put a price tag on that shit, right? That's how the day started. Worked out, right? Anyway, fast forward, fired my attorney, got a new attorney. Right, that was good. We got court date pushed back, family court shit. It's pushed back a couple months. Got a new attorney, black woman. Right, sounds a little more confident. Sounds a little more sure of herself. Sounds like she kind of knows what she's doing, different than the old white guy. Right, so that was incredible. Mona and I talked about it after that. I broke my 30-hour fast. Had some yellow watermelon. Had a mango. Perfection. My childhood friend, brother. My phone's ringing. Right, I'm getting dressed. My phone rings. I look. I see it. I don't know this person. I don't know this number. Who the fuck is this? Yo, hello? Yo, what's going on? Yo, who is this? It's such and such. Who? It's a lie. Who? Like, nah, I got this. No, I got a law's number. Who the fuck is this? It's different a lot. Like, nah, man, arm, leg, arm, head, man. Queensbridge veteran. Oh, shit, my brother, big brother, what's going on? Like, I got a new number. I know I ain't hit you in a minute, but yo, I'm in the city. I'm headed to the bridge. Would love to see you. Where you at? I'm like, you going to the bridge? Listen, I'll be there in an hour. I'll be there in an hour. I ain't seen him about 8 years. Took him to my mom's crib, right? He ain't seen my mom. My mom ain't seen him about 30 years. Allah was when we were younger, so he's 6 years older than me, right? He'll be 48 in December. 5.5, about 6 years older than me. One of my sister's best friends, Chantel, right? Allah was what we would say, I would say we said then like the first one out of the crew, right? Again, older than me, but out of all of my friends that quote unquote made it out the hood. He went to the military, right? Didn't go to prison, right? Some people go to prison, then they move away with their family. He went to the military. He had locks. He cut his hair. Gave all friends had some of his hair in the plastic bag, and we had his hair. I told my mother yesterday. She looked at it, I'm like, "Ma, who's this person?" She looked, like, his face looked familiar. I'm like, we had his hair in our bathroom mirror for like 5 years, 5-6 years. She said, "Oh shit." She said, Black Just brother, what Allah. She hugged him so tight. I wish I would have got it. I think I might have put my glasses on and got that on video. But that shit was powerful, man. He sat in my crib, me, him, met with my brother Derek from Kenya, Africa. Brother Frank Brown brought him to the neighborhood, man. And all four of us, man, we sat and we talked. And my man Allah had his daughter, 8-year-old daughter. And that shit was just powerful, man. Sit in my mom's crib with my brothers, with my friends, and just to talk, right? Again, Allah hasn't been in that crib in 30 years. Ain't seen my mom in fucking just about that long. That was epic, man. And then to walk through the neighborhood and to smoke with Derek, right? He finished his work at the UN. He was like, "Yo, listen, I'm not smoking when I got work to do at the UN, but when the work is done," and so his work was done on Wednesday. He wanted to meet up Wednesday, but I was like, "Nah, I'm supposed to do some other shit." So like Thursday, he was like, "Oh, great." And we got together, man, and we sat and we smoked and we talked and showed them, where the young people play basketball, and showed them my community center, man, and showed, again, he was at my mom's crib, showed them where I got shot. We went to the park. It was introduced them to some people. It's fascinating, absolutely fascinating. I had a reporter come through and talk with us. My man Cole from Queens Ledger, he came through and talked to us about some shit, politics, and the connections between New York and Kenya, right? The things that we want to do together, which is the cultural exchange program, international exchange program, bringing young people from Queensbridge to Kenya, young people from Kenya to Queensbridge, and then expanding that shit, man. So that shit is in the process, right? It's in the process of perfecting. So yeah, man, that shit was incredible. And then when Derek, I walked Derek to the train. So my brother Mark Marone, who is a dope activist, fellow activist, musician, drummer. He's a dad. He had his 2 children with him, Sophie and Oliver. Man, that was incredible. I randomly saw my uncle Wayne, my favorite uncle. I saw him at the train station, man, and it was just an incredibly perfect day, man. Again, from the men's group to the meditation in the morning with Bay, to what happened with Court, like it was all good news. All good news. And even deeper than that, man, I got confirmed for some opportunities coming up. I'll be doing some dope work, some dope work, man. Continuing to do what I love and make a living doing it, which comes with also more opportunities, all right? So yeah, man, my heart is fucking full, man. My heart is full. Yesterday was absolutely perfect. It was a 100% perfect day. I could not have designed the day to be more perfect than it went. The only thing that could have went different yesterday, or that could have made the day more perfect, which was supposed to happen, I was supposed to see my nephew before I think he went to Maryland, and he, it just didn't work out. I didn't see my nephew. I wanted my nephew to meet my man from Africa, and I didn't see him. All right, and yeah, that's the only thing that was supposed to happen that didn't happen. But even that is perfection, right? It was divine alignment. He wasn't supposed to meet him then. He comes back. The brother being America for a few more weeks. My boy comes back from his trip, and we'll have time to sit, talk, smoke, and build and vibe. So yeah, man, that's the show for today, guys. I feel empowered. I feel aligned. I feel divine. I feel real fine. I look fine. I look good. And yeah, man, go take a shower. Get some laundry done today. Gotta go back to Queensbridge and work on some other projects, right, that I got going on. Safety Without Police project. Take some notes, talk to some people in the neighborhood about different aspects of safety, some elders and some youth. So yeah, man, I feel real dope. Life is good. Life is good even when it feel like it ain't. Things are not always ideal, right? It's not always to your ideal, but things are always perfect. And it's about shifting your mindset. It's about learning to accept things for what they are, right? The serenity prayer, God, please give me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. God, please grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. God, please grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And that's our show for today, guys. Thank you so much. Mona Love always says, be great and make it a great one. motherfucking right. Have a beautiful Friday, y'all, man. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Friday, man. Enjoy the day, enjoy the weekend. Again, if you got some respiratory issues, limit your time outside. Definitely don't hang out in the parks, right? Or hang out in the parks if your immune system is strong enough, but know when to leave, right? Know when you're being irritated, know when you're feeling some shit that don't feel good, and get the fuck out of there, man. But listen, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Episode 673 in the books, closing out week 135. Love you guys, man. Tune in next week, Monday through Friday, same time, same place, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and of course TikTok Live, man. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And remember, it ain't getting knocked down. That's the problem. It's staying down. So get up. The power is in you. Always be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Peace and love.